Hey everyone, this is going to be the final video of the year, and it is going to be on my favorite deck of 2024 from Vanguard, and that is, of course, the Fated one of Unparalleled Varga Dragres. Varga got a big update in DivineZ Set 5, and, well, let's just get right into it, as it is a bit special. Okay, of course, we've got the starter for Varga. It's kind of obvious at this point. Again, basic effect of all starters. We, of course, got the Rising Star Vergilla for the Grade 1. This is the best generic Grade 1 for the ride line in Dragon Empire. Just plain and simple, when you would ride this card from ride deck, you can ride with the effect of Soul Blast 1 instead of discarding a card from your hand. During your turn, this unit gets an extra 2,000 power for each of your rear guards as well. So that might come into play, maybe, if you put down a lot of Grade 1s early. Of course, the Grade 2 being Boulder Axe Dragon. Nice and simple. When this unit is rode upon by a Grade 3 with Varga in its card name, call this card to a rear guard circle. And when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have a Grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its card name, this unit gets an extra 5,000 power until the end of that turn, and then at the end until the end of that battle, and then at the end of that battle, retire this unit and draw a card. This effect is mandatory, and you must do it. And of course, my main guy himself, Varga Dragres, the Fated one of Unparalleled. Its first effect is once per turn. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, counterblast 1, retire all of your and your opponent's front row rear guards, and at the end of this unit gets an extra 10,000 power until the end of turn, and at the end of that battle, stand this unit up, and it gets drive -2 until the end of turn. And then its divine skill. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked a Grade 3 or greater Vanguard. If your opponent's damage zone has 4 or more cards, and this unit attacked 2 or more times this turn, you can counterblast 1, stand this unit, and it gets drive +2 until the end of turn. And of course, as a divine skill, you can only activate it once per game. However, now we're not going to be activating that divine skill unless we absolutely have to, as we've got the new and improved and arguably the best card in Set 5, and one of my favorite cards ever, Unparalleled Drekasleif, Varga Dragres Rakshasa. This is the big upgrade for Varga, much like how Raziel has Vita and Levidress has Imperio. So yeah, we've got this effect, the Malworm effect. This is an auto effect. When this unit is placed by riding from a unit with Varga in its different card name from this unit, or from a unit in the Malworm state, until the end of this fight, this unit is in the Malworm state. And it counts as Persona, and if Persona Ride was not activated this turn, you activate Persona Ride. So Malworm is a special state for Varga, as he is taken over by the Spirit of Sibylt, who is the main antagonist of DivineZ Season 2. So, and then the next effect for Varga is once per turn, when this unit is in the Malworm state, when this unit in the Malworm state attacks a Vanguard, retire all front row rear guards. So for this effect, you do not have to counterblast. And this unit gets an extra 10,000 power until the end of turn. At the end of that battle, you can then counterblast 1, retire all back row rear guards to stand this unit, and it gets drive -2 until the end of turn. So that was kind of a weakness for Varga. It had no ways to get the back row rear guards except through the Crow or other generic effects. However, now Varga just retires everything. And then, of course, his divine skill at the end of the battle that this unit attacked, if this unit stood by this unit's original auto ability this turn, counterblast 1, stand this unit, and it gets drive +2 at the end of turn. I think I might have, for the divine skill, said drive -2 for Varga Dragres. My bad. It's supposed to be drive +2. So both of the effects are the same in that regard. However, the difference with this divine skill is that you don't have to wait for your opponent to be at 4 or more damage. So as long as you get to Rakshasa, you can push for game much faster, much stronger. That's just kind of the entire point. He is the unparalleled one after all. Three copies, of course, of Twinpulsive. This is one of the best rearguards Varga ever got. When this unit is placed on a rearguard circle, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its card name, you Energy Blast 3. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to one grade 3, or no, grade 2 or less card from on them. Call it to a rearguard circle and then shuffle the deck. Nice and simple. And then its effect is, another effect is, when this unit is retired from rearguard by the ability of your Varga Vanguard. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater as well, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets an extra 5,000 power until the end of turn. A very simple card. In fact, a lot of Varga's cards are simple. 2 copies of Varga Dragon. He's just a very good grade 3 rearguard with the effects on the front row rearguard. During your turn, if your front row does not have another copy of this card, this unit cannot be retired by card effects, so he dodges both Varga's effects, and he gets 10,000 power. And if he's in the back row rearguard, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its card name, this unit gets boost. Of course, on to the grade 2s, we've got 3 more Boulder Axe Dragons. We already went over him. Of course, 4 copies of Shura, the other best rearguard Varga ever got. When this unit attacks, you can Energy Blast 2. At the end, this unit gets an extra 5,000 power until the end of that battle. Choose one of your rearguards with a different card name from this, and it gets the effect. When this unit is retired from the rearguard circle, you can put this card into the hand instead until the end of the turn. When this unit is retired from rearguard by the ability of Varga, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, Counterblast 1, call this card to a rearguard circle, and it gets 10,000 power until the end of turn. So it is the restander for Varga. 2 copies of Sevilt's own personal order, kind of in a way. Bonds between humans and dragons. When you play this with Energy Blast 2, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, and choose one of your Vanguards and it gets an extra 25,000 power until the end of that battle. Of course, since this is a Blitz order, you use it on your opponent's turn to help defend against attacks. And a bit more defense is good for Varga. There is a better Blitz order for Dragon Empire. However, that one's hard to find, even though it is a common. It's just out everywhere. So I'd say that one's the next best thing. Of course, the best grade 1 rearguard for Varga is Battle Monk of Raging Flames Rakshasa. When this unit is placed on the rearguard circle, if you have Varga as your Vanguard, your opponent cannot intercept until the end of turn. That's great, as it blocks your opponent from essentially self-ditching their rearguards, so you can take them out with Varga instead. And then when any player's unit is retired from a front row rearguard in the same column as this unit, so that's either your opponent's or your own stuff, during your turn, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its card name, obviously you're going to have that. Retire this unit and draw a card. So that's great. Again, one of the new cards for Varga, this is Storm Slasher Dragon. When this unit is retired from the rearguard circle by the ability of your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its card name, we're going to see that a lot, obviously. You may call this card to rearguard circle as rest, so this is essentially a grade 1 version of Shura in a way. And then, if your Vanguard is in the Malworm state, you can Soul Bless 1 to then stand this unit. Of course, that means you can only stand this unit when you are on Rakshasa, as he's the only one in the Malworm state. We've got this one, Crimson Scale Sword Maestro Bernaria. This was originally a Gandiva card. However, it is here to replace that one Drag Ritter card that was previously used in Varga, which we can't use now, as Rakshasa will take it out with its own effects before its effects go off. So this is essentially a substitute. At the end of the battle that this unit boosted, if any player's rearguards were retired this turn, you combine this unit face down, and then you draw a card. So, of course, binding is banishing, and face down kind of means you're not going to get it back. But you're getting a card in exchange, which is great. As Varga loves to draw cards. And it's an alright replacement until we get more future support for Varga, of course. 3 of any of the Dragon Empire PGs, of course, along with Elementaria Sanctitude. That's just kind of obvious at this point. 4 of the non-effect critical triggers of your choice. 4 of the crit one effect criticals. 4 heals. And of course, 3 draws. We're not really needing fronts in this, as you're going to be attacking with Varga more, and again, more draws the better. And of course, even though it's not the best over trigger for this deck, it's still here for the memes. This is Dragveda, the Dragon Empire over trigger, which Sevilt actually managed to pull off the 4-attack turn with Rakshasa in the anime. Of course, it's not often going to happen in real life. However, in testing and things, I have pulled it off before. And I'm willing to believe in it again. So, and yeah, that is the update for Varga Dragres, my favorite deck of 2024, and probably onward for the rest of DivineZ. Anyway, this has been an interesting year. Of course, we had the move. Still, unfortunately, don't have my new room fully complete. That's just been a complete mess. I'm just kind of in this old bookshelf cupboard here for the videos, but it's been doing fine for now. I hope everyone else has been having a better new year, at least. So, yeah, well, those on the other side of the world from me are probably already in New Year's. Those that are not, I hope you do have one when it gets to you.